Wales, MPs from Northern Ireland, from Scotland. So it's never been the case that Welsh MPs scrutinise Welsh laws, and we've scrutinised them well ourselves. 14 of them have been passed. There's no problem with them from a legal point of view. They're sound. There's been no challenges in courts. Scotland and Northern Ireland can do it. We can do it in Wales.
First Minister, thank you very much indeed. There is, of course, another side to the referendum argument, and Arwyn Jones has got the company of one no campaigner. Arwyn.
Yes, thank you, Aled. Nathan Gill is from UKIP in Wales, and as you say, will be campaigning for a no vote. We've just heard from the First Minister there saying, unless there's a yes vote, that essentially the Conservatives and Liberal Democrats, members of Parliament, will have a veto over how Wales makes its laws. Isn't that something that you wouldn't want to see continue, perhaps?
I think what's going to happen is, in this referendum, people are going to vote for one of two reasons. Either they're going to use emotion, or they're going to vote because they actually look at the facts. And what's happening is the politicians want us to vote on emotion. So they keep on bringing up all of these different issues, such as vote yes for Wales, it's positive for Wales, and they're not actually allowing people or wanting people to look at the real hard facts about what the Assembly has done over the last 12 years.
But what Arwyn Jones said in his speech today was it's a more streamlined, more efficient way of governing. That doesn't seem to me to be emotional, Paul. That seems to be a practical point that he's making. Wouldn't you agree with that?
If that's what people want, then that's fair enough. But the reality is, we've been all over Wales, we've spoken to the people of Wales, and I truly don't believe that the people of Wales want more powers for the Assembly government. They haven't used the powers that they have already effectively. They've wasted money, they've wasted opportunities. I'm afraid that if the people who truly don't want these powers to go to Cardiff Bay, if they came out and actually voted on the 3rd of March, there would be a landslide no vote.
Why don't you think, though, that if you're saying that the Assembly hasn't used its powers correctly so far, if this is a more streamlined, more efficient way of governing, wouldn't that be to the benefit of the way laws are made in Wales?
Well, as I say, if that's what people want, if people really want...
But do you agree then that is the case, or do you disagree that is the case, is what I'm trying to get at?
Okay, I agree that that's the argument that they are using, but I don't agree with it, because for one simple reason, every single government in the world needs scrutiny. Now, just because they want to be able to pass laws quickly, that doesn't mean that we're going to get good laws. It doesn't mean that we're going to be able to have people who are governing us, creating laws for us in a way that will benefit Wales. We've already seen with the different LCOs that have gone back to Westminster that it's been an opportunity for other people to look at things with different eyes and to amend it and to improve the laws. Why would they want that to change? I don't understand this.
In a time of fiscal constraint, the economy is very difficult. If you can answer quickly, Arwyn Jones says it's a cheaper way of governing. Do you go with that? Do you agree with that one?
No, I absolutely don't. I think it's just they're using it as a line, but the truth of the matter is they wasted, what, £100 million on all of these centres for business and what have you, which they've now just had to close down. If they're really bothered about waste, why are they building £20 million buildings here in Llandudno for their office workers with a roof that blows off, when, quite frankly, they should be using that money to better our schools?
There we are. I'm sure the Assembly government would have a different take on your view of things. 11 T's to go until the poll, but for the moment, back to you, Aled.
Thank you, Arwyn, and I'm joined for the final few minutes by our political editor, Betsan